Hey guys, just want to do an overview of the undercarriage, the battery, and how that works and how it turns on. And then we'll flip it on over and turn it on. And I'll show you the drive working and I'll show you the flywheel going. And that's what I have coded right now. And I'm currently working on servos to control the head as well as the tilt-a-steer. So let's go ahead and flip it up and take a look. So, big roll of tape comes in underneath. Not too bad. So this is what we have for the flywheel setup. So we have a big aluminum ring gear, we have the drive gear here, and the motor just comes through on the other side, allowing that to rotate. That's a 1400 RPM motor with a 10-to-1 gear reduction, giving us more speed than torque, but I think control is where I want to go with that. So I'll show you guys with the testing. So we have here a Multistar 8000 amp hour battery, 14.8 volt, and then we have our EMYLO, however that's pronounced. MLIO? Sounds good. So we have our switch here, which will turn it on. And if we do that, you hear a click, and the machine is on. But I'm not gonna pull it down with it on. So I'm gonna turn it off, and we'll go ahead and put it down, and I'll show you it there. But here's our servo setup. So we have our dual high-tech servos, HB 785s, that have believe a 32 tooth here. I'll have to double check that. There's so many details that I don't have memorized, which I should. And then the 64 tooth, 48 tooth gear on that, which pulls the pulleys there. All right, so let's flip it up. I just wanted to show you guys that. If we turn it up here, one of the things I'm working on is I have a little bit of weight I need to put in the front. You can see it kind of leans back a little bit. I need to put about maybe a quarter of a pound underneath. I have a printed piece. I'm probably going to put a little bit of lead shot in there to just stabilize that and center it there. But I'm going to test it prior to putting that in anyway, just to see how it reacts. So let's turn it on. I'll show you guys how easy it works. It is utilizing a Logitech gamepad that you can just buy off Amazon, eBay. I think they sell them at Walmart in the US. So if you're watching overseas, I don't know how you order it. So we could change it, maybe. So here's the button that turns it on. It's on there too as well. It just takes a moment to sync up, and we'll make sure the controller's on, and there we go. So you can see our motor spinning. You see the slip ring, and its wire. It's going to be moving along inside there. And it's completely variable, as it should be, definitely with an analog stick. We're running the same motor that's in the drive, that's in the flywheel, reduced quite a bit, 254 to 1, allowing us to get really good trim controls. You can see how slow I'm going right now. It's probably, I don't even know revolutions per minute at this moment, just because it's going slow. But then at full 12 volts, you're going at about 4.5 feet per second on a 20-inch wheel, which this represents. So see it going there, forward and back. I have the speed controllers in brake coast right now. So later on, when the IMU takes over, it'll be able to control it where it needs to be in that aspect. So I got two speed controllers here by Cross the Road Electronics. I utilize their entire control system for the build here. So the two speed controllers here that are controlling the flywheel and the drive. And then the servos are all high-tech servos controlling that. On the back side, at this point, right about here, you see I have our rack gear. And the rack works really well. I'm very surprised how strong it is to allow this thing to articulate left and right. One of the things I want to make sure that I'm testing on that is the weight with and without on the flywheel. And that'll come soon, hopefully. Alright guys, that's it for the movement on that. Actually, we didn't do the flywheel. So the flywheel goes left, goes right, pretty good. Now this thing can definitely do a good little wiggle back and forth, but it shakes the heck out of this table, so I'll try it a little bit slow and see what happens. It's hard to do it on a turntable, but it actually does really well. If I put it on the ground, I can make it look pretty cool, but that might be a pre-programmed sequence that you enable in there. So let's talk about what I'm trying to do next. I'm working on the code to get the servos to work. I'm just having an issue enabling that in the C# code. I believe I should be able to get that to work. I got a few people I'm reaching out to for that, and I think I'm going to cut this video short right here, guys. We're about 7 minutes, so I'll try to go over something else in the meantime after that. Alright guys, catch you on the next one.